Let's talk about something a lot of people carry, but almost never talk about. That feeling of being tired in a way that sleep doesn't fix. Not physically tired. Emotionally tired. The kind of tired that comes from constantly holding things together. You go to work. You deal with people. You handle responsibilities. You show up for others. But inside, it feels like you're carrying more than anyone around you realizes. Sometimes it even feels like you're invisible. You're there. You're doing your best. You're trying to handle life the right way. But no one really sees what it takes for you to keep going. And after a while, a quiet question starts to form in the back of your mind. Why does this feel so heavy sometimes? Here's the part most people never tell you. Feeling emotionally drained like this doesn't mean you're weak. Very often it means the opposite. It means you've been strong for longer than most people notice. There are people in this world who move through life loudly. They demand attention. They make their frustrations obvious. They make sure everyone knows when something bothers them. But there's another kind of person. The one who absorbs more than they say. The one who keeps things together when situations get messy. The one who doesn't always complain, even when things are difficult. The one who carries responsibility quietly. If that sounds like you, there's something important you should understand. The world often overlooks quiet strength. Not because it isn't valuable, but because it isn't loud. People notice chaos. They notice drama. They notice conflict, but the person who keeps things stable often goes unseen. And after a while, that can start to affect how you see yourself. You might begin wondering if something is wrong with you. You might wonder why things feel heavier for you than they seem to for other people. But what if the weight you feel isn't a sign of weakness? What if it's a sign that you've been carrying more responsibility, awareness, and emotional weight than the people around you? Because the truth is, calm strength doesn't come from an easy life. It comes from learning how to keep going when life doesn't always feel fair. It comes from continuing to show up when things feel exhausting. It comes from choosing stability even when no one is applauding you for it. And that kind of strength builds slowly. It builds every time you choose patience when frustration would be easier. It builds every time you keep your dignity in a moment where someone else might lose theirs. It builds every time you refuse to let the world make you bitter. You might not see it happening, but those moments shape you. They build a kind of steadiness inside you, a steadiness most people never develop because they spend their energy reacting to everything around them. But here's the shift that changes everything. Instead of seeing your quiet strength as something invisible, start recognizing it as something powerful. You don't need every person around you to understand you. You don't need constant recognition to know your value. Because the kind of strength you're building is internal. It's the ability to remain grounded when things around you aren't. It's the ability to carry responsibility without losing who you are. It's the ability to keep moving forward without becoming cynical or cold. And once you begin to see that strength clearly, something changes inside you. You stop questioning whether you're enough. You stop feeling like you have to prove yourself to everyone around you. You start respecting the strength you've already developed. And that respect changes how you carry yourself. You become calmer, more confident, more stable. Not because life suddenly became easier, but because you finally recognize the strength that's been growing inside you all along. And when you recognize that strength, you stop feeling invisible. Because even if the world doesn't always notice it, you do. And that's where calm strength truly begins. Not when other people recognize it, but when you finally recognize it in yourself.